Is that you, apprentice? Excellent. You've arrived safely on Balmorra, I see. How was your first flight in that wonderful ship of yours? I hope you found it pleasant.
There can be no doubt about that.
Excellent. I'd hoped you'd enjoy it. Tulak Horde hid his artifact in a vault on Balmorra, one that was later converted by the Balmorrans into a toxic waste storage facility. But the vault was hit badly in the last war. It's now a crater, filled with toxic waste. Your artifact is at the bottom.
I'll just get some diving gear and go.
If only it were that simple. I'm afraid the waste would kill even you, my apprentice. But try making contact with the Imperial Resources Officer here on Balmorra, Major Bessica. Bessica knows the planet, and he may even have a few good ideas.
You want me to work with an Imperial?
Those who succeed without the Force make up for what they lack with a certain resourcefulness. Don't write Bessica off. The Empire has its hands full coping with a violent Balmorran uprising. Officially, they're a grassroots militia. Secretly, they have the Republic's full backing. I've informed Major Bessica of the Republic's involvement, so he'll be better equipped to assist you. No doubt the Republic's hounds will get in your way.
Republic or Resistance, it makes no difference to me.
The Republic may claim to be virtuous, but they have a well-oiled military machine. These are not farmers waving sticks. But the war is secondary to the artifact. Retrieve the artifact and try to be discreet. We don't want the entire Sith Order chasing our prize.
Aklausay unsaf pama ubilin. Usatida sin fara alaim ja'al in ima jahaban iten.
My power is greater than any of the fools that surround me.
Jinasiwe ja'alaise nam nadize. Ustapain ay sijay in alam is frumadain habans. Gambid ist franjan kupainanan.
I will free you, when I'm confident you won't eat me, Kem.
Laikinan uswambay. Ufar aleze rekechecha.
There's something of great value in one of the hazard vaults. The one that was blown open. I heard you could help.
Ah, who's this? Sith. We don't often get Sith on Balmorra. It's a real pleasure. I have a son on Korriban. It's a tough war you're walking into. We're fixing blasters with adhesive tape. But we'll help you any way we can. Now, let's see. A blown open vault. Captain, do we still have those pumps?
Sir, if this is the vault I think it is, it won't be that easy. The fumes alone have put men in the medical center.
I need to get to the bottom of that pit.
We need some way to make this pit less deadly. Tell me, Captain, is there nothing that can survive the toxic waste?
Well, nothing grows there, sir. But there are the colicoids.
Colicoids? What do those bugs want with toxic waste?
Food, sir. Our surveillance satellites have recorded them feeding on the toxic waste. We suspect they've been designed to eat it.
So, how do I become a colicoid?
Sir?
No, Captain. She's right. To get to the bottom of that pit, she'll need to become like the colicoids. There must be a way for you to take on the colicoids' resistance, so you can enter the vault. Captain, where were these creatures created?
Well, I can't say for sure, but there's a research lab not far from here that was overrun with colicoids as soon as the Balmorrans abandoned it. But the colicoids are vicious creatures. Just one of them tore apart a whole squad.
You call yourself an army?
I'm sorry, Sith. We don't have the numbers to deal with these things. But if you can get into that lab, we'll get you into that toxic pit.
Sir, even if we find out what causes this resistance, we don't have the...
We'll worry about that later. Right now, our Sith friend has to get into that lab and find out what the Balmorrans did to those creatures.
Praise the Emperor. My lord, you don't know the relief it is to see you. You are the answer to a problem that has gone from insulting me to threatening the entire Empire.
You seem to have an inflated idea of your importance to the Empire.
My name is Gan Sakol. I'm a senior science officer here at Troida. Perhaps you've heard of my involvement in the Protactinian bomber design. No matter. It would only help you understand the sensitive nature of what I do, the secrets I'm privy to.
I save my respect for people who can hurt me.
You will hold me in even less esteem when I finish my tale. My foolishness may have allowed a top-secret design for our blaster power system to fall into Republic hands.
What exactly does this have to do with me?
Hear me out, if only to judge my weakness. My father warned me. He said, "A pretty girl can do more damage with a smile than a Sith with a lightsaber." But let me be direct. I am not the traitor. My wife is the one who betrayed first me, then our empire.
That seems like more than a little lapse in judgment.
I don't know if Kalara did this out of malice or boredom. I shouldn't have brought her here. I finally thought I had made her happy, but no. She found her own entertainment. His name is Harez Bant. He's a thug, clears the trash at the cantina in Sobrik. Imperial intelligence believes he's a spy, and I am certain beyond doubt that he's the one who has the design plans that disappeared from my bedroom drawer.
If he's got those plans, he won't see tomorrow.
Thank you, my lord. I cannot say what it means to have one of the very arms of the Dark Council on my side. The plans must be recovered before Harez sells them to the Republic. He should be at the cantina now. I will gladly give you as great a reward as I can muster should you dispose of this refuse. Then I will deal with my wife.
Major, if we don't get those supply vehicles...
My men are working on it, sir, but until that shipment of Bastila I requested 3 months ago comes in...
I don't care! Tear it off the walls if you have to!
Is there anything wrong?
Don't worry about the Colonel. He's loud and impatient, but we all are these days, what with the supply shortage. Now, did you manage to find anything out of the lab? Captain Ilon and I have been doing our own research, but we haven't discovered much.
There were bugs, and more bugs.
I hope the colicoids didn't give you too much trouble. Have a look at this, Captain. I can't make head or tail of it.
This confirms our suspicions. The colicoids were being mutated to clean up the waste, and it looks like the chemical mutagen they were using could theoretically work.
Well, that's it. That's our solution, right? We just replicate this chemical mutagen.
Sir, there's a problem. Our chief scientist defected to the Republic a few months back. We can't begin to replicate, let alone test the serum without him.
This scientist is the only one who can do this.
I'm afraid so. Command on Drummond Cass just isn't making Balmorra that high a priority these days.
The scientist's name is Yanis Tirek, and he's still on Balmorra, in a Republic research base out near the Toxic Lakes.
All right, Sith. It looks like you have your next objective. You find this scientist, you subdue him, my men will bring him back, and we'll get you your chance to swim in toxic waste.
The Republic's going to taste blood tonight.
Oh, and Sith, hurry back. I just got word that my son passed his trials on Korriban and is on his way to Balmorra. I don't want you to miss him.
Evening, mistress. What can I offer to wet your throat and bring a smile to your lips?
I think you know what I want.
Is this about Harris? Men were looking for him yesterday, too. Imperial intelligence. Whatever he did, I don't want to know. Harris! Leave the girls alone and get over here. Someone wants you.
Hello, mistress. How can I make your day a little more exciting?
I've been asked to kill you, and I hate to disappoint.
Now, we're all friends here. Just tell me what you want.
You're only making this more painful for yourself.
Okay. You're talking about the package I snagged from the Sokol girl, right? Good looker, that one. But not much between the ears. Anyway, here they are. It's just some data disks. I don't even know what's on them.
Don't move from that spot.
Hey, you've got the stash. We're done here.
Try not to bleed all over the discs.
It's not in my cantina!
No!
You look satisfied. I hope it's because the wretched spy who stole my blaster designs lies dead on his own floor.
And for the last order of business, let's talk money.
I appreciate your service, but what of Kalara? Did you question him as to her role in this affair?
I thought stopping the spy outranked saving your marriage.
True. Though with no proof to the contrary, I must assume Kalara is also guilty of espionage. If you haven't tired of my sordid tale, perhaps you could undertake one more task.
How much would you pay to convince me?
This is a bit more sensitive than dealing with Haraz Bant. I could see fit to pay you triple what I would give otherwise. Consider it. If the authorities learned of Kalara's folly, it would ruin the good name of this office, shut us down for months of investigation. All the while, the resistance would be gaining strength.
What's your plan?
The penalty for aiding a spy is death. Kalara deserves no less. I have been considering how best to end this disaster. It should be quiet, quick, something that can be blamed on the rebels, no questions asked.
I've got a talent for that.
Let me call Kalara. I will tell her you are to escort her to my colleague Garboza at the Imperial outpost. The route has many isolated spots, suitable for rebel ambush.
Oh, is it time?
My dear, this woman will serve as your bodyguard on your trip to the outpost. Garboza asked me to thank you for your assistance at such short notice.
One never knows what companions life's journey will provide.
Ooh, a philosopher. This should be fun.
Leave for the transit point now, Kalara. She will find you there.
I love you too.
Go then. When you find yourselves alone, you can put an end to her treason. And my marriage.
She has brought on her own death with her foolishness.
Just be kind about it. I loved her once. It is best our names not be linked after this. When the deed is done, go to Officer Garboza at the outpost. He'll have your reward. You need not say what it's for.
Ah, you must be here for Officer Sokol's wife. He said to expect you. One moment.
Gan doesn't usually go out of his way to see me protected. Is this going to be so dangerous? Or are you really just my chaperone?
Start walking. We've got no reason to chat.
Sorry, let's get going. looking around so much? Like that? It's like you're looking for someone. Are you expecting an attack? Why did Garn send an armed escort when I'm just going to the outpost?
Looks like it's your turn to die now.
What? What did I don't even know you! Do you want money? My husband has money. I'm sure he would pay any ransom.
Pay me, and maybe I'll let you live.
As much as you want. Here. This is everything from my personal account. Now will you tell me what this is about?
Harrisband says you gave him sensitive military documents.
This is about Harris. Fine. Yes, I slept with the slime. And do you think he bothered to call after? But military documents? Do I look like I have a clearance? Tell Garn that Harris is a jerk and I've broken it off. If he had the guts, he would ask me himself.
He's a patriot. That means you betrayed him twice.
It is just jealousy. Garn knows I can't tell design specs from a grocery list. He knows I'm not a spy. Look, can't you just talk to him or something? He wouldn't really kill me for this, would he?
Your selfishness aided our enemies. You get no mercy.
You're going to kill me for this? For this? No!
Well, if it isn't the best paid engineering consultant on Balmorra. Oh my lord, I didn't realize. I mean, no one told me you would be Sith. My apologies for the familiarity. But if you don't mind me asking, what is someone like you doing working for Officer SWTOR?
How much is it worth for you to know about it?
I could add a little something on top of this, for information that lets me pass Officer SWTOR at the next evaluation. Call it a tip. 15%.
Officer SWTOR hired me to kill his wife and her rebel boyfriend.
Pretty little Kalara had Republic leanings, hmm? Oh, that is not going to look good to the clearance board at all. Thank you. Next time you see me, I may be working Troider instead of this bit.
Well, well. I should have known Beskar wouldn't let me go without a fight. But sending a Sith seems a bit like overkill. Are you here to kill me, or are you going to torture me first?
Thanks for reminding me.
No, listen. I won't be scared into returning. I risked my life to come here. Being an Imperial scientist, it's a fate worse than death.
Watching as I make a necklace from your entrails is another.
I won't go back to that place. You don't know what it's like. We're not expected to be men. We're machines, slaving day in and day out. No intellectual freedom, no creativity. I'm tired of building killing machines. I want to do some good for humanity. I can't go back there.
We'll see how you feel after this.
Damn Sith! You'll have to kill me. I'll never return to the Empire willingly.
I know just when to stop.
Sith, Major Beskar sent us in after you to collect the scientist.
Tell the Major to get him started on the serum right away.
Of course, we'll see you back at Sobrik.
Sith, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm sure you're very busy. Congratulations, by the way. I heard that you found our scientist. We'll whip up that serum and get you into that toxic waste pit in no time. But there's a problem, and I need your help.
I don't do this sort of thing.
Look, You know I hold you in the highest respect, so I wouldn't ask if it wasn't truly important. It's my son. He arrived shortly after you left for the research facility, but then he went after some holocron, he called it. A few minutes ago, I got what I think was a distress call from him. He's in trouble.
Sounds like a huge waste of my time.
Look, I didn't want to have to do this, but it sounds like I have no choice. This is my son we're talking about, and if you want your serum, you'll save him.
Have you forgotten who you're dealing with?
I have pull in important circles, and my brother is a high-ranking Sith. You'll listen if you know what's good for you. All this time you've been running around, we've been fighting a war. I've been more than happy to help, but not at the expense of my son's life.
It's your grave, Major.
Save your idle threats. You won't get your serum without me. We narrowed the origin of the distress call to an abandoned building near the Republic crater outpost. I'm guessing the Republic's captured him, which means a lot of fighting to free him. Good luck.
You... The old man sent you for me, didn't he? He must have gotten my distress signal. I guess the old fool's still good for something. You're the Sith he's told me so much about, aren't you?
The sooner we get this done, the better.
I'm just glad I don't have to take orders from the old man. Now get me out of here!
Give me one good reason.
My master's powerful. I'm sure you've heard of him. Lord Esdras. He won't be happy if I don't come back alive. My master sent me here for a holocron the Republic dug up someplace or other. I've got the holocron, now all I have to do is get out of this place.
Best get out of here while the way is clear.
Looks like you and my old man are one of a kind. Both weak. I'll be sure to tell him what you did for me. Maybe he'll reward you.
Next time, don't look to me.
I wouldn't count on it.
Hey! If it isn't the hero of the hour! I just heard from my son. I knew you wouldn't fail me. I was hoping he'd come back to base so we could catch up, but he said he was busy. Do you think he's okay?
I think he hates your guts.
That's your winning sense of humor again, isn't it? Why should my boy hate me? I sacrificed a great deal to see that he got trained on Korriban. Oh well, we'll chat later. But you're not interested in any of this family stuff, I bet. You're here for your serum.
Is it ready for me to use?
Sure is. But I think Dr. Tirek here wants to have a word with you first. Dr. Tirek will fix you up with the serum and explain what we know about it.
So let me get this straight. You kidnapped me away from the Republic so that you could go skinny dipping in a toxic waste pit?
A Sith's got to find some way to unwind.
You're aware that this serum has never been tested on humans, right? I mean, it should work, but it was designed for colicoids.
How do you know I'm not a colicoid?
Look, I'm just trying to warn you. This serum could kill you before you even begin. And it might not be the most comfortable of deaths.
Give me the serum. Now.
All right. Well, I warned you. I can't expect to change a Sith's mind. This vial contains enough of the serum for about 5 doses, but I'd use it sparingly. You'll have to fight through the main Republic base to get to the vault, but that's the least of your worries. The colicoids around the vault are the real concern.
Enough of your warnings already.
Good riddance to you, Sith. Hope whatever you're after is worth it.
Sith! Leaving us for good, eh? Got what you came for, I take it?
I appreciate the help.
The Sith are the heart of the Empire, I always say. Anyway, we wanted to see you off, give you a pat on the back and a little parting gift.
I am most grateful.
Safe travels, Sith. It was a pleasure working for you. And thanks again for saving my son.